So after nearly 10 years of hard training and making very little progress on my athleticism, I basically stumbled onto three training principles that got me up to a 44-inch vertical and getting my head to the rim. And I call these three training principles the Big Three. And this was before Braun, Bosch, and Wade got together, those Big Three. Now, it's not squats, and it's not popular plyometrics. It's not fancy shoes. It's not running stairs, not ankle weights, not a lot of things. And I'm going to show you exactly what does work. And if you don't figure this out, I promise you'll waste more years and more money than I did trying to figure it out. These three principles aren't only effective, they're actually required. So if you don't do these things, you can actually never reach your explosive athletic potential. So if you're a serious athlete who's actually going to take action on legit training, you're really going to love this. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get access to what are the top 3 vertical jump training exercise that practically nobody's using. I'm going to show you the 8 attributes that are absolutely required in order to jump higher, and why most athletes never achieve elite level athleticism. In fact, most athletes eventually regress. So here's me at age 32, and I'm still jumping well over 40 inches. You can see in these slides. But discovering what actually worked was actually a pretty bizarre story. And I know this probably seems a little crazy, and I actually thought the same thing. Here I am as a skinny little kid, and I was trying everything I could get my hands on, purchasing programs, buying shoes, trying everything I could, and it just wasn't working. And then, faster than I imagined, I've started jumping higher than 99% of NBA athletes. I was putting on dunk shows around the world and getting paid to play professional basketball. And since then, I've become the most sought-after coach for teaching athletes to move faster, jump higher, and play stronger. So today, I'm going to show you how to get access to my best training methods ever. Excuse me. Training methods we developed with our own research lab, and training methods that only I teach to top athletes around the world. I'm going to show you how to get this practically for free. In just a couple minutes, I'll show you how. Let me first show you something you can do now, right now, to jump higher and move faster. Do you ever notice how explosive athletes seem to move differently? Well, the fact is that explosive athletes do move differently, very differently. And training nerds and researchers like myself, we call this movement efficiency. And if you have good movement efficiency, you're stronger, faster, and more coordinated. If you have poor movement efficiency, you're slow, awkward, and you're weaker. And if you don't improve your movement efficiency, you can never be an explosive athlete. I'm not saying this to scare you, because in fact, that's the reality of most aspiring athletes. And you must understand this reality, and that's why knowledge is power. You've got to understand how to do this. Think about this. Have you ever tried to throw a baseball with your offhand or kick a ball with your off foot? It's weak, right? Weak sauce. And although your arm is not necessarily weaker, your technique or movement efficiency is simply very poor. So the good news is that when you improve your movement efficiency, you can jump higher and move faster almost immediately. And it also allows you to train to be up to 10 times more effective and get 10 times more results in your training. Now, the bad news is the longer you train with poor movement efficiency, the harder it is to improve. And this is because your poor movements become bad habits. And this is called muscle memory. So your habits become hard to break. So this is why training your movement efficiency is one of the first things we teach athletes. And reinforcing and improving your movement efficiency is a part of everything our training method does. So actually, you can improve your vertical leap by 3 to 6 inches in a matter of hours if you do this properly. Let me give you a couple examples. If you learn how to transfer your horizontal sprinting speed to a vertical momentum, it's kind of like going off a ramp, and there's a specific technique to learn that. It's kind of like if you're going off a ramp and you stop and kill your momentum and then jump, you lose all of that momentum. Whereas if you can transfer it, you can use it to your advantage. If you are planting and using your feet improperly, look at the difference between those two different plants. I will show you how to plant so that you're not ruining all of your jump by planting incorrectly. There's a little thing called the penultimate step, and by doing it, I call it the trampoline effect, because you alter your steps just a little bit and you can get an amazing amount of pop into your jump. This is a little trick that I've taken from the track and field industry. And more importantly than all of this, you will learn how to systematically train your muscles to get a stronger electrical impulse. You see, your muscles are actually powered by the electricity your brain sends to them, and you have to systematically increase that in order to move more efficiently. And these are just a few techniques that can get you jumping higher very, very quickly. And movement efficiency is really just one of 8 other aspects that I teach to my athletes. Now, here are some sad truths. 95% of athletes that I work with, they train slow twitch endurance muscles instead of fast twitch muscles. And they think that they're training harder, it feels harder, that it should be working, but it does not work. And the way we train athletes, we use a little principle called the improvement zone. And we have measurable exercises that guarantee you never train endurance muscles. So truth, 95% of athletes I work with do the wrong exercises, or they do the right exercises the wrong way. So we've created exercises, specifically the top 3. In our program, they're labeled with JAS as a prefix. And these exercises were designed and created by us to be the most effective for jumping higher and running faster. So, truth, 95% of athletes overtrain. Guess what? You actually get stronger when you recover. So if you overtrain, it means you don't have that essential recovery period. So we tell you exactly how to train and when not to train, because when you don't train, you recover, and by recovering, you actually get stronger and faster. Truth, 95% of the athletes I work with will never learn to train or move properly. That's because they're not taught how to do the exercise properly, how to move properly, and how you do them makes the biggest difference of anything. So we give athletes videos, and we also give them access to a qualified coach who goes over videos of you moving and tells you exactly what you are doing wrong and how you can improve it, you personally and specifically. So truth, some athletes, 95% of athletes who do get stronger, don't get more explosive. So they're getting stronger, but not more explosive. So our mixed training system, also called a conjugate method, trains quickness and strength together. So athletes are always getting more explosive and stronger. Truth, 95% of the athletes that I end up working with are not eating properly to get muscular gains. Guess what? You have to eat the proper nutrients to get stronger and faster and give your muscle and body that proper fuel. We tell you what to eat and, more importantly, when to eat it. This is called nutrient timing, and we show you how to do this. Truth, 95% of athletes that I work with have very poor exercise technique. That means they could do the same exercise over and over and over and never get results. So again, our video assessments, we make sure that you're doing this properly. And what this leads to is that athletes are getting fed up, they give up, they're confused, they're frustrated, and they're broke. This happens to lots of athletes that we see. And that's why this video is a video that I'm very proud of, because I can't help athletes who won't take action. I simply can't help them. But I can help any athlete who is willing to put in some sweat equity and work hard. And I'm going to let you try my copyrighted training system and going to analyze your form personally for you, practically for free. Now, I've sold my training system to athletes and coaches for upwards of $2,500. This is when I go on site and work with them. Our digital package has been sold for up to $129. And we can all agree that if this works, if you're jumping higher, running faster, it's obviously worth it. It can lead to college scholarships. It can lead to playing professional basketball. It can change your life. And so you'd probably be happy to pay that one-time fee. But you're risking your dime, you're risking your time, and that's something that you might be uncomfortable with, and I can respect that. You've probably tried many things that did not work, and so I don't expect you to be able to take that risk. You can't just say, oh, he jumps over 44 inches, so I'm going to do it too. I don't expect you to believe all my testimonials. I don't want you to take anybody's word for it. What I do expect you to do is learn the principles, learn the techniques, and apply them, and to take charge of your training. That means you have no more excuses, and you take charge and learn it and do it. So I'm going to let you try my entire system today for only $1. And I'm even going to let you send your video assessment to me, because I want to guarantee your progress. And if you're doing these things incorrectly, I can't guarantee your success. So my system is called Jump Manual Pro, and I'm going to let you try it for 21 days for $1. When you see the progress, you can keep it for a one-time fee of $66. If you're not satisfied after those 21 days, you simply send us an email, and you'll never be charged a penny. So this risk is on me. I'm giving you access to the training so that you can become the most explosive athlete you can be. And so heads up on this, and don't get mad at me or email me angry. Yes, I do change the price of my program from time to time. And yes, this offer is not one that will be up forever. And our one-on-one coaching is limited. So if you see this later on and it's not there, please don't email me and demand it or be angry. What you can do is click on the link below to get access for only $1. I'm going to show you how this works. Again, you try the training for 21 days. You've only paid $1. And if you're satisfied, you keep it. And if you're not, you cancel it. It's that easy. You simply send an email to the support. And guys, it's much more important to me that you get results and training, and we are not going to charge you anything if you're not happy. That's just how it works. We want to establish that relationship with you. So I'm going to show you what happens when you click below. First, you register your name and email. Then you're going to see this page right here. This is the page that gives you access to the system. So from here, you can access all the products, the support, the tracking, and get access to the coaching. If you click on that Jump Manual icon, you will see the inside of the Jump Manual system. So from here, you can access the training program, the video library, the diet program, the movement training programs, all within that system. This works on a desktop, a tablet, or mobile. So if you have any questions, you simply click support, and you'll get access to a real live coach and able to ask him and get answers immediately. So you'll have access to this entire system, the workout charts, the tracking system, the one-on-one email coaching, the video library, and you will also see these buttons inside the system to get access to one-on-one coaching with me. I'm providing you 2 free sessions just for trying out the program. And we also have our new diet program, which is called Lean Power Protocol. We show you exactly what to eat and when to eat it. Again, this is called nutrient timing. If you don't have access to a weight room, that's fine. We show you how to do this without weights. Now, some of my best training are in a series I do for professional athletes and coaches. It's called the Master Series. And I require my athletes to do at least 60 days of the Jump Manual before accessing this portion of the training. And this is some of the coolest and most effective training I've ever done. It's absolutely amazing stuff. And what I teach you is how to train your muscles to respond much faster than by just using gravity or weights. How to use a resistance that actually makes your muscles work faster than weights and gravity. And it's frankly the best and most effective training ever. But you'll want to make sure that you've done the program first for 60 days. And this is training that we've created and mastered in our own labs with our own equipment. And it's unlike anything that I'm sure you've ever heard of. I usually present this program in person for upwards of $2,500. And we sell the digital version of this alone for $97 to $197. So after 60 days on the program, I'm going to add this to your account for free. You'll see it appear like this. It'll say Jacob's Team Winning Mastery Course. And so inside of that system, I will walk you through how to set up those additional exercises. And these are the most advanced exercises for jumping and moving faster that have ever been conceived. It's simply the best stuff available. So there are only a handful of coaches who do this type of training, and no one has mastered it for basketball players. So I've kind of specialized in teaching basketball players how to do this. This is my best offer, and this makes your progress guaranteed with zero risk. And so you're going to have access to the best athletic training in the most convenient way. To sum it up, you pay $1, you get 21 days access, you can cancel anytime. You can keep it for one-time $66 payment, or just send an email to cancel at any time, and you'll never be charged again. We'll simply shut off your account. It's that easy. After 60 days, we will add in the mastery course, and you will continue gaining in your program. So for your video coaching, you can provide YouTube videos of you jumping and doing the exercises in the program 2 times. You do it once at the beginning and once 30 days later. This is extremely important because it's really important for us to make sure that you're doing things properly. That's how you guarantee you're getting results. Because how you do things is much more important than what you do. So when I take this offer down, please understand if you email, I won't be able to give it to you. I won't be able to just offer this anytime. You're at this page now. Then obviously this offer is still valid. And so my coaching time is also limited. I can only work with so many athletes at one time, and I don't want to take on more than I can handle, online or offline. So when I get overwhelmed, I just turn off our coaching offer. So I'm doing everything I can to make this a zero risk situation and remove all the blocks from your progress. But no one can force you to take action, obviously, and no one can put in the work for you. So if you're an athlete who sees this, it makes sense to you, and you say, hey, I'm ready to start learning and doing this stuff and get results, now is the time to take action. So I'll be talking to you inside of the support and coaching area. So there should be a link just below if you'd like to get started. I'm going to hang on with you here just a little bit longer and show you what some of other coaches and athletes have said. Now, I've received hundreds, if not thousands, of testimonials and unsolicited emails and Facebook comments and YouTube comments and random videos people have sent me. People like Terrence Jesklard, who gained 8 inches in his first 2 months. People like J-Dub from Iowa, who went from dunking only a volleyball to dunking 2 hands standing underneath the rim. 3 inches in 2 days from using our techniques for movement efficiency. 7 inches in 7 weeks from this guy. I believe this was just a random forum. Halfway up the net to grabbing the rim with 2 hands in 3 weeks. Touching the rim to grabbing it, 1 technique workout alone. 5 weeks, 5 inches. This is John Moran, top-ranked professional volleyball player. He's ranked 29th in the nation who used our program. This guy, Tony from Switzerland, 3 inches in his first 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 5 inches. Alvis, this guy actually called me on the phone. This was a while ago. He just called me on the phone and told me all about his program and sent me a video of him dunking. He was a young kid, 8 inches in his first 4 weeks. So this guy was 4.5 inches in 5 days from the workouts. I could literally go on for hours and hours, and these testimonials are online in all kinds of places, and you'll find them and see them. The reason this works is because I tried all the stuff that didn't work. I tried the strength shoes. I tried Air Alert. I tried all these different programs. I tried weight training. I tried stair training. I tried the things coaches in high school gave me, and I simply got very little results. And in some cases, I feel like I got lower. I jumped lower. When I finally realized the things that started working and started applying them and doing more research, little by little, we figured out what works. And when I actually figured out the training programs and the exercises I showed you, in 3 months' time, I started doing the craziest dunks I could ever imagine. And there's videos of me online, as you saw the pictures of me. But I'm just one person, right? And so I was able to help other people do the same thing. First locally, and then as I started publishing my training and my videos, people all over the world were doing it. And so I've traveled to 45 different countries and been invited to train coaches and players all over the world. I've trained with athletes from Sports Illustrated and ESPN and all that kind of stuff. It's been amazing. And so I want your testimonial. So that's what's next. And I'm looking forward to learning about you, hearing your story, and watching you go through the training. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will see you guys on the other side.